Well, this is something very different. This is the second video that I recorded today, and I'm actually going to put this one on before the one that I recorded earlier. The one that I recorded earlier will go up at midnight. This one will go up immediately when I'm finished processing it. It will not be scheduled. It will go up right away. The title of this is Special Edition, When Defectors Attack. The events today warrant a second video to clarify what's going on here. Pieta Morgan and Sean O'Connor, a couple, were both Swiss Indo delegates. After we helped her get out of jail, she defected and began releasing sensitive information about the delegation publicly, attacking us and claiming we were part of the cabal, or that was the implication. This video will deal with that sensitive issue. Invite those with the concerns she expresses to listen up. Now, let me go to my page here. Okay. I posted this an hour or so ago on my Facebook wall. Not my fan page, but on my Facebook wall. I did not do it in both locations. I put anyone posting anything from Pieta Morgan on my wall will be blocked. Anyone. And that, by the way, even though it's not on YouTube, it includes YouTube. Anyone posting her stuff on any of my pages or walls or anything else will be blocked. I don't care who you are, you're going to be blocked. And I will post that warning several days in a row so that everyone has a chance to see it. Now, I put this comment in and I actually sent it or made sure that Pieta gets it. Pieta Morgan, I'm going to block you from posting on my wall. When you were in jail, I was pulling for you in every way I knew how, including prayer. I was so relieved when you were released and was thrilled to host the meeting the day you got out and joined us for the first time. Then you abandoned us. Now you are the biggest antagonist to our noble efforts to liberate the world. I invite all of those who believe you to get off my page as well. I don't want my Facebook page or YouTube account used to promote your fear-mongering. If ever there was a need for people of good intent to come together, this is the time. We don't need anyone who is trying to undermine the honest efforts put forth by the delegation of which you were a part. It saddens me greatly to do this. Your actions give me little choice. Now let me say that within a fairly short time after I blocked Pieta, Sean pipes in and said that I was a deceiver and a liar, and now a censor. And I blocked Sean. Okay, I blocked them both. I don't want either of them posting on my space and trying to detract from what we're trying to do. If you don't agree with that, I don't care if you unfriend me. I don't care if you don't subscribe to my channel. I just want to make it really clear. I have a waiting list of people on my Facebook friend list. I mean, a large waiting list. So I have room to have a whole bunch of people drop off and replace them pretty much immediately, if that's what I choose to do. And I probably will choose to do that. You might make a lot of people happy, but I don't want anybody to drop off, and I'm not saying Sean or Pieta are bad people. I want you to hear me clearly. I like Pieta a lot. I've never really had an in-depth conversation with Sean, but I have had some in-depth conversations with Pieta. She's a wonderful person, a wonderful human being. She's passionate. She believes strongly what she believes, and she follows her convictions. I'm not faulting her for that. I'm not faulting her for that. However, here's how I perceive what she's doing. Some of the documents released by Swiss Indo show that they are connected to the World Bank, to the Committee of 300, to the Federal Reserve. You might just as well say to the Illuminati. Okay? Anything connected to that amount of money has to be connected some way to those organizations, because those have been the organizations that have controlled the financial system on the entire planet. And I don't care who you are, if you're going to do anything dealing with the monetary system, you're going to have to deal with these people. Now, we can take the point of view that all of these people are evil. All of them have malevolent intentions. All of them. We can say that, okay? When I first saw some of the paperwork, and I didn't get some packet that somebody says that all the delegates were sent a packet. I never got such a packet. I've never seen it, neither have I ever even heard of it. What we received were immunity papers, diplomatic immunity papers, basically. And that's all that I've ever seen, other than that which has been posted publicly. And I imagine they're posted publicly as well. I don't know. But we all got them. As far as I know, every delegate got those papers. After Pieta was the first one to get them, the very first person to get the diplomatic immunity papers. And it had an influence on getting her out of jail, plus Daryl Zeleny, who is the head of the military operations for Swiss Indo. He was actually on the phone with the people that arrested her. I watched the video, and I listened intently as the whole thing unfolded. And as I said, I was praying with Pieta, and as I said in I guess the comment that I read, not the blurb, but the comment that I posted on Facebook, I was actually the one who led the delegation on the first day that she was out of jail. And so we all got to celebrate the joy with her. And then, I don't know how long it was. It wasn't very long when she quit the delegation. I mean, we had just helped her get free from jail when she wasn't going to be released till the end of the month, and we got her released like 3 weeks rather, ahead of what she would have been released if we hadn't taken action. And then she slams us because she's interpreting what it means. Federal Reserve, Council and Committee of 300, all of these Illuminati things, the IMF and World Bank and all of this other stuff. And it scared her because she couldn't see. Now, I want to tell you the truth. First time I saw it, it scared me too. I thought, what the hell am I getting involved in? This is connected to that? I mean, how can that be? I thought Mr. Sino wanted to do good. Well, I meditated on it. And this is the answer I got in my meditation. This is what came to me. That God, or the forces of good, have been infiltrating, just as the dark infiltrates organizations of the light, it works the other way around. And there have always been good people with good intent in the United Nations, in the World Bank, in the Illuminati, in the Committee of 300, in all of these nefarious organizations. There has always been people with a higher intent, observing, watching, witnessing what goes on. Always. That's just the way our world is. And that was the answer that I got. So I was able to rest easy that God had a higher plan. Well, Pieta doesn't see God's higher plan. She thinks that the past is like an anchor holding us to the new world order of the psychopaths, or the psychopathic agenda, whatever you want to call it. She believes, apparently, that is what's taking over this whole thing, and we're selling out humanity to the new world order. Well, as I see it, we're liberating humanity from the nefarious new world order to deliver a real new world order, which is what my video is about, that will go up at midnight tonight. But you're going to get this one first. To me, our future, the future that has been promised to us by God in all of our religions, in one form or another, those promises, our future, you might say, is literally pulling us forward into a real New World Order, or a millennium, or a millennial reign of Christ, or the return of, however you say the word that starts with a Q, that's like a Mexican word, quintzicodal or something like that. These entities, these light beings, these ancient dragons, these ancient spirits, are coming back now to turn everything around. Swiss Indo is at the forefront of that. Swiss Indo is the mechanism provided by God, as I see it, to fund and liberate all of these great visions and dreams and projects that people have, they've been developing for years. All of the inventions that were suppressed, all of the healing technologies, all of that stuff, it can now come forward because Swiss Indo has put a different label on it. Instead of the dark New World Order conspiracy, it's the conspiracy of the light to make everything that's been done that pulled us apart and pulled us down and held us down by the anchoring of the past in the present. Now it's releasing it so that the future can draw us like a magnet into the better world. Pieta and many of you that might be listening don't get that yet. And so you fight and you fight and you fight against the very thing that God has planned to liberate us. Again, I'm not saying Pieta or any of you are bad people. You're just not seeing it. And it's not the way that I see it. You're just not seeing it from the higher perspective. You're just not grasping that God is always in charge. No matter how dark it seems, the light always wins. Ultimately. Now, granted, we've been hurt again and again and again by expectations that were unfulfilled. I've talked about that. I've bared my soul, my broken heart, because things didn't work the way that I had expected and hoped. But I haven't given up yet. I'm still making these videos. And I want Pieta and Sean and everybody else that is really, really concerned about Swiss Indo to really go inside and really ask God, however you see God, to open your heart, your eyes, your mind, and to see the good in what is happening. The changes that are taking place are not evil. They are good. This is the truth as I see it. Now, Sean called me a liar and a deceiver. I remember once in a relationship, somebody called me a liar and I slapped her. Because I have made it a point throughout my life to tell the truth. I'm not saying I've perfectly always done that. Sometimes because of fear I didn't. But it's been such an important value for me to be in integrity and to be a man of my word. And nothing hurts worse than to be called a liar. So if you want to really get me to react, call me a liar. Because I will not put up with that kind of treatment. I don't have to listen to that kind of BS. And I don't have to tolerate anybody on my wall that's trying to fight what I'm doing. To bring honest questions, that's one thing. But to constantly be pointing out that we are doing something malevolent or evil, that just simply is not true. It's not true of Mr. Sino, and it's not true of the delegation. There may be individuals that still have some growing to do, including me, but we don't have ill intent for the people of the world, and we are not selling humanity into more bondage. That's just simply a lie. That is not the truth. So I made this special edition video to try to clear this record and to make it understood that I don't want any of Pieta's material posted on my Facebook pages or on my YouTube threads. I don't want it. She's attacking, and she doesn't see, as I see it, the bigger picture. And if she wants to spread that, let her do it on her page, on her channel, whatever, and each of you can do the same. I'm not going to ever go onto somebody else's channel and attack them on their own channel. They're entitled to their opinions. And I don't want people doing what I wouldn't do to you. I don't want you doing to me. Capiche? Thank you for listening. Namaste.